And thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Delco Duo on your Saturday nights. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm Jenna Meisner, other half of the Delco Duo. Hopefully you're having a nice weekend.
Yes, it was a gorgeous Saturday.
Some warm weather.
I know. Thankfully, I feel like we're getting through spring, and I love it. Yeah. And March Madness. We're having fun watching basketball and playing our own round.
How's your bracket doing? Not your Delco Duo bracket, but your actual March Madness bracket.
I'm just like center. I'm just like middle of it.
In middle of the road.
But it's like so weird because I'm like middle of the road, but it says I'm in fifth place, because like there's like 5 people in first.
I never
You know what I mean? Because it's so weird.
I never get the math of it all because some people are ahead of us that their championship team like is already out of it. But
that's ridiculous.
ESPN has like a percentage, like the winner forecast. And right now, my husband and I, our bracket in this larger bracket that we're in is 0.7% chance to win, which I don't think is that good.
Yours?
Yes.
Oh, God.
0.7% chance to win, but there's still a chance.
Well, here's what my husband always tells me. He's like, don't look at like your points right now. Look at your remaining or
how many you can get.
Yeah. Or your potential points, like whatever. He's like, that's all you want to care about. And I actually have a very high remaining.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm golden. I know the person who's like in the actual lead has less points than I do for remaining.
So you're going to come from behind. You're going to be like the tortoise in the hare.
I'm coming for you.
All right, let's get to the debrief because it's what we're talking about.
Yep. And I wonder who's leading off there.
I actually, as we're sitting here, just realized that I don't have my hard copy of my bracket. That has all my information for my diners. But it's okay.
You stay where you are.
Okay, well, we could also show the images. Okay. All right, there we go. She's breaking. Okay, so here's the images. We had our first round of the Delco Duo diner brackets. So it's right there next to, do you see it? Okay, Monica is grabbing them. All right, so as you're taking a look here, this is what you all voted for. So if you don't like it, this is what you all responded and you all said. I got one half. I got the right side of the bracket that you're looking at on your screen, right? But my other side, I was way off.
Yeah, because your favorite apple walnut.
I had apple walnut going to the championship, and they're already out.
And
so
they're out.
I'm pretty much donezo.
Okay. Rooster.
They lost to Court Diner.
Lost.
Brick House
won.
No, it lost.
It lost to Stargate.
Yep.
Country Squire beat Apple Walnut.
Yep. Aston Diner bought Sage Diner. Or not bought, beat.
Okay, and then
Springfield Diner, Lanark Diner, all going ahead. Manella's is moving on, and Tom Jones is moving on. So that's the first round. That's what you all voted for. I do have Manella's winning, though. So, and the overwhelming... I can't speak. The overwhelming response of Manella's was like 70% to 20%. So that makes me feel good about my winner. Like that one really beat Gateway Diner, which I don't know if a lot of people know.
Here's the
Gateway
thing, though.
Diner.
Manella's is now up against Tom Jones.
Yeah. You think Tom Jones is too much of a Delco institution?
Absolutely.
So the way we did this is I took one half of the bracket on my social media, and Monica took the other half of the bracket. And it was interesting because the half that I took lined exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah.
So this next time around for the voting, we're going to switch sides because we think that maybe our followers think how we might think.
Right.
So we're going to switch sides and we're going to keep this going. And remember, we're going to visit the final 2 and we're going to do little segments on them. So we'll have that on Delco Duo. But it's all fun. It's all fun. A lot of people had opinions about what is a diner and what isn't a diner. So that was fun too.
Yeah. Some were saying Apple Walnut's not a diner and Coffee Station is not a diner.
I've never been to Coffee Station in Morton. I don't really know a lot about it, but we did look these places up online.
I'm like, that
and it looked like a diner, but
I can't wait to try that place out. I have never been to Rooster Diner. I'm so excited
I pass
to go
Rooster
there.
Diner all the time. It used to be a Denny's.
A Denny's.
Oh, Denny's. They're closing everywhere. I love Denny's.
Denny's, my favorite was Moons Over My Hammy.
What? Is that an ad that they did?
No, it was a dish. It was a dish, and it was Moons Over My Hammy, and it was like eggs and ham. Oh, so good.
I can't believe you
Moons over
remember
Miami.
the name of the dish. I just remember getting like pancakes and bacon
So
there.
good. But
All right.
these places are better, and thank you so much for voting.
Yeah, keep playing.
It's so fun. I love diners.
Keep playing. We will have more results coming in the next couple of weeks. All right, as we head into April. Wow. Crazy times. Let's get to our first issue of the evening. What we do on the Delco Duo is you submit your problems, we keep you anonymous, and then we try to help you solve them.
Yep. All right, Amy from Ardmore says, my mother-in-law will not stop pestering me about the name of our baby. We haven't shared the name with anyone, but she's upset because she is family. Well, I hope you haven't had the baby yet. Wait, Amy's still pregnant, right?
Right. Okay. That's how I took it, at least.
Yeah.
Too bad to the mother-in-law. Too bad. I love when people keep the names a surprise.
A surprise.
A surprise. I love the announcement of it all. I love the fanfare of the way you dress the baby and maybe like a blanket that has the name. I didn't do any of that.
Right.
But I also did not tell anybody our son's name.
Your mother-in-law just wants to feel special. She wants to feel right now like she has won over everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right. And I get that. She is family.
Yeah.
But I think names are such a hard thing when it comes to a baby because there's so many opinions. And that was something that the reason why I didn't tell anybody. I mean, we also decided the name in the hospital, like as I was having the baby. We were like, all right, I was in labor. And I'm like, let's go with this name. We had names going into it, but we didn't make a solid decision.
Right, I was going to say it was between a few.
Right, we had two names that we were between, and we decided there. So honestly, we didn't even know what we were going to name our son.
And you didn't want any influences.
No, I didn't want any influences.
Yeah, Amy, I would hold strong and do what you want to do. And
did you tell? You used family names.
Yeah,
so did your family know what names you were going to use, though?
Yeah, we told everybody that we were between June and Josephine, but we never said that it was definitely Josephine or that it was definitely June. But we said it was either going to be June Josephine or Josephine June. And
did your family put the pressure on you to?
No one.
Right? Like there's
my
already
family,
so much pressure.
There is the name of the game for my family is anti-pressure. Like no one puts pressure on anybody to do anything, and it's great.
That's
and I
the
love
way it
that.
should be.
Yeah. There's no
already
pressure.
So much going on when you're getting ready for a baby and preparing for a baby, especially if it's your first child. There's so many things to think about that I don't need you pestering me about the name.
And I feel like if you cave to this, you're not putting a boundary. And then there's going to be other things that she's going to pester you about. And if you hold this one boundary, then she'll realize like, I can't also expect or pester them about, with seeing the baby in the first day. I can't also pester them about other things.
Right, it opens the floodgates if you cave. I just think that this is sort of making it about the mother-in-law, like the fact that this is even an issue, which it shouldn't be about the mother-in-law at all. I'm all for name suggestions. I love when people give suggestions, but I don't like suggestions that are, I really think you should use this name. It's I like the name X.
Or that whole we're thinking about using this name. Oh.
Right. That's what I mean. That's why people don't want to tell you their baby names because my face at least says it all for a lot of things. So just let them be in their little baby bubble of peace. And you'll find out before the rest of the world. You'll find out because you're family.
Yes.
But it's going to take some time.
All right. We got another issue after the break, so make sure you stay tuned. This is an interesting one that I don't think we've really talked a lot about. So stay with us. And welcome back to the Delco Duo.
We got an interesting email over the weekend leading to this show.
We got a few interesting emails. Usually Jenna and I come in on Monday, we check our emails, and we're like, oh, everybody loves us.
You're feeling good, and then you get one email, and you're like, dang.
Yeah.
Someone wrote it, and they said, how many times can the Delco Duo say like in one show, a sign that you're words are moving faster than your brain.
Yeah.
Not good.
I never thought we used the word like a lot.
I just think like's a word that everybody uses a lot.
But I've listened to other podcasts and
it's very casual.
And I feel as though we do not use it half as much as others, but we will work on
I agree with you, though. I think that my words are often moving faster than my brain.
We've never denied it.
I've never said that they were not. So.
I've never said that my brain is working that fast.
I've always had a mouth that moved faster than my brain. So thank you for just confirming that for me.
Especially this late at night.
Yeah. There's no teleprompter. That's what I think people do realize that, but there is absolutely no script to this show. So and like.
Also, this show in particular was super rushed. Let's just talk about that, okay? I think we just filmed a 4-hour news show.
Yeah.
Not filmed it, we were live. And then turned around within minutes. They were like, oh, like
that's why I can't talk.
In the back said, hey, can you guys film Delco Duo right now? And we got no
Are you pulling
break.
the curtain back? Are you sharing that we are not here at 11:30 on a Saturday?
Yeah,
we've told them that.
We've told them that. And they set everything up, and we sat right back down. Within minutes, we were filming Delco Duo. That is hard to do. Jenna goes, we don't have any time to like.
Also, Monica, I don't know, is this
switch
your
our
issue
brains
today?
No.
Monica's been getting vocal treatment like she's an opera singer. So we need to rest her vocal
have been
cords.
getting vocal treatment. I think everybody, the last few Delco Duos, my voice has been trash. Yeah. I have been getting vocal treatment.
You said it, not me.
Trash, absolute trash. So I recently went to the ENT doctor. He shoved tubes down my throat and goes,
that is so uncomfortable sounding.
Terrible. It was terrible. I wish I was knocked out for it, but it wasn't like, that wasn't necessary. And he basically just goes, oh yeah, your vocal cords are totally inflamed. And he, I wish there was just like a way to totally solve it. And he goes, no, there's not really much you can do.
All right. There you go. There's not much you can do. So this is not helping that. But we love it. We do this for you. Monica will not have a voice later in life so that she can be a part of the Delco Duo. Mm-hmm. Let's get to our next issue. It has to do with family vlogging.
Nick from Norwood says, my mom jumped on the trend of family vlogging and recorded everything in my younger years. Now that I'm older, she no longer uses the channel. I've asked her to delete it. She doesn't understand why I want the videos deleted. For reference, it's been years since she's posted. I find this very interesting because there are no other generations that have this issue. This is a very recent issue of kids who had their lives documented and didn't necessarily consent to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's really odd how parents found that their children were their content, and I kind of am uncomfortable with it. I don't really like to, especially on my professional pages, I don't really post my kids because that's not my content. That's not me. Yeah. That's them. And if I can't find my own content to post, I'm not going to post my kids. That's not me.
Yeah, I totally agree with this whole just boom in family vlogging. I mean, it really started years ago on YouTube. YouTube sort of set the tone, but now with TikTok, a day in my life, or a morning with my baby, or these types of things have just really taken off.
Yes.
And some people are making so much money doing it, which... fine, great. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home dad, and this is your income, and that's, sort of allowing you to stay home. Yeah. But I agree with you. The family vlogging of it all, documenting every moment. Like I get so uncomfortable when a parent's disciplining their child, like in a vlog. And they're showing them getting in trouble. It's just
awful.
It's too intimate and it's too private.
I mean, we've all seen the Ruby Frankie. It's
what I mean.
It makes me sick, one. And two, it's almost always the children in the beginning like it a little bit and always end up hating it. They are always like, I want the camera out of my face.
Yeah.
Stop. So I wanted to read this because I thought this was so interesting because now Utah, dealing with all those crazy mom and dad vloggers, have now enacted a law that basically says if vloggers start making over a certain amount of money, with their kids as a part of the vlog, they have to give their kids a percentage, which I think is good because it then sets the kids up for not success, but allowing the kids to almost stand on their own and be able to say, I don't want to do this anymore.
But Ruby Frankie did do that. Her kids were employees.
Right.
She did pay them, a little bit of money to be in the videos. So I'm like, that's great. Right. Also, one of the worst family vlogging stories of our time.
She
did do that.
The whole thing. Not that it doesn't seem like this is all that bad. It seemed like his mom.
He just wants the videos gone. Just delete them.
He's got to be able to protect himself.
Yeah.
Your mom needs to take those videos down. If you want her to take those videos down, she absolutely needs to take those videos down.
I would start reporting them.
Yeah.
If you report them, YouTube will take them down.
Yeah. Right. That's not a bad idea. Report them and just tell your mom, I'm uncomfortable. I really just don't want that.
Get your friends to report them. All right, coming up next, we've got one of our own issues on the Delco Duo. It's Saturday night. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the Delco Duo. Like, obviously, that whole commercial break, we could just go on and on about family vlogging, and the tip of the iceberg for the whole thing. And I don't know if we're necessarily as educated as we could be about the horrors of it all. And there are some really cute family
And I'm
vlogs.
sure restrictions that have since been enacted, as you were talking about the Utah law a bit. I know that Ruby Frankie's daughter has been involved in a lot of the legislation when it comes to kids and being involved in this family vlogging. So it'll be interesting to see, because you said it is a really recent thing. In years to come, sort of how this all turns out.
Yeah. If you're interested, there's a documentary. Jenna and I both watched it. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
Devil in the Family. It's wild.
Talk about a devil.
Only 3 episodes. You can get through it real quick, but
she is.
That's not your problem though, but let's get to your
my problem is
what's Monica crying
now I feel
about?
bad about complaining about this. This is so silly.
Puts things into perspective when you've got people like Ruby Frankie in the world.
Talking about my damaged vocal cords, if you will, and this is my other thing that recently happened. Setting up a lunch with friends, and I just hate when this happens, and I feel like it's been happening a lot lately. So, and this is always with a group of a lot of people. You're always trying to figure out plans and can you do this date? Can you do this date? And then you finally come up with a date. And one person goes, actually, I can't do that date. So then you circle back and you find another date.
That's kind of you. If the date's been solidified, that's when it's happening.
We have another date. Finally, everybody can do it. And we get to the actual lunch, and we're all about to go. The one friend who we originally had reordered for says, oh, guys, sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it. I just think, oh my gosh, we had configured all of our plans for you, and now you're backing out. I just think that is one of the rudest things that you can do.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, especially because, as you said, if it was a different person, I maybe wouldn't be as bothered. But
if it was another person
that was fine originally with the changing of the plans, was it an emergency or was the reason why?
No, it was just something had popped up, and it was something that they really wanted to go to, and it was important.
But it was the day of the lunch?
Yeah, that they had informed us that they could not make.
But if it was something important, wouldn't they have known that for maybe prior?
I think, it had popped up, and they were I really want to go to this, and I don't blame you. You really want to go to this. But it also just seems like we had reconfigured everything for you, a few weeks ago. And I just, at this point, it's why did we reconfigure everything?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
The prior dates would have all worked out so much better. We ended up doing something, on a Sunday when it would have been so much more fun to do it on a Friday or Saturday.
When you could enjoy and not have the Sunday scaries.
Yeah, yes.
So
exactly.
when you are in these large group chats and you're trying to pick the date, what method do you and your friends do?
Someone throws out a date. Everybody goes, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. And then someone goes, no, I can't do it. Then we throw out another date. Yes, I can do it. Yes, it is crazy.
So what we do in my group chat, which has about 15 girls in
That's
it.
wild because we have like 6 or 7, and it just.
Well, no, you go into it knowing that all 15 girls are not going to be able to go to this event. Some of them live in New York City, so it's a group.
We try and appease everyone.
What we do is a poll. We throw out 3 dates. And you know how you can like a message or heart a message?
So what poll are you using?
No, so you just text.
Oh, yes.
Whoever's organizing says, April 10th, April 16th, April 20th. And then everybody looks at it, and then you like the one that you like the best. You heart it. I know, groundbreaking. That makes it so much easier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have the Delco Duo. This is amazing.
It makes it so much easier.
This is amazing.
So then you see whatever date got the most ones, and that's the ones that's happening. And if you were the person that couldn't attend, then you'll get the next event.
Okay. Thank you. I love this. I love this idea. But yes, for our group, because it's a bit, it's not small by any means, but we will try and appease everybody.
Well, that's
and then it always ends up someone cancels, and I'm like, why did we make it that day then?
All right, let's get to Delco trivia. I personally love this. I think Monica does too. When was the Delco Duo's first episode?
Oh my goodness. Think about it. All right, when was the Delco Duo's first episode?
We're talking podcast.
Podcast,
like not television. March 25th, 2021.
Happy 4th anniversary to us.
We're 4.
We are 4 years old.
That's crazy.
That's actually a lot.
So if you are a 4-year viewer or a new viewer, thank you so much for watching the Delco Duo for the last 4 years or listening in the beginning. We have a photo, and I really
of our first episode.
Want to show you what the set used to look like. We looked like we were being held hostage in a basement. It was dark. We had one single light. No fancy microphones.
And it was called Dishin'.
Dishin' with the Delco Duo.
Very, very similar. We still were solving issues.
Same idea.
Different cups. We brought our own cups. Mine apparently from my kitchen.
I was wondering in this photo, you have a like restaurant style glass cup. And we got to give a shout out to Steve Koistra, who our beloved TD, who has since retired from PHL 17, who was with us from the beginning with this. So he's probably not watching, but we love you, Steve.
Probably is.
And cheers to 4 years.
Cheers.
Look at these.
People love these cups. They always are asking us, but
I know they're not for sale.
We have hats and T-shirts.
Yeah.
So
we all remember the hats debacle.
The hats and T-shirts. But thank you guys so much for tuning in,
listening at first.
Years. Yes.
Then they decided to put us on the silver screen,
and we love it.
Or whatever
it's
TV's
so
called.
Fun. To the next 4 years, and to the next year, we'll do something fun for our 5-year.
Okay.
5 years.
High five. Delco Duo at phl17.com, where you can leave your nice, not so nice comments, anything you want to talk to us about, and of course the diner bracket. Make sure you play.
Make sure you vote. We love to see it. Bye, guys.